What is up, guys? Welcome back to Wrestling Crossroads. As always, I'm one half dynamic duo Twisted alongside Brother Pyro.
What's up?
And we are talking NXT Heatwave. I do have to say it is a little weird that we're not doing a main roster show and we're doing an NXT show on a Sunday. But that's still because I'm still back in the mindset of, main roster shows used to be Sundays, not Saturdays.
I think we're all there.
I don't think we've ever left.
You're not wrong.
All right. Do you want to get us started with this? Take us into our first match.
All right. First match we have written for the card. Obafemi defends his North American Championship against Wesley after that triple threat match. I think it was right that Wesley got his one-on-one opportunity.
Yeah, definitely.
It is stated that this is his last attempt to win that title.
I mean, as long as Oba's holding it, yeah, definitely. I can kind of see why that stipulation is put into place.
Because he's had a few challenges now. Mm-hmm. He's had a few opportunities, so I think it's a fair way to go about it. Mm-hmm. Going into our predictions.
Yes.
All but one, Mr. Desario being the odd one out, which is usually your role.
And it was not my role today, sir.
Picking Wesley to regain the title he really shouldn't have lost in the first place. That North American Championship goes back home with the Cardiac Kid. It's going to be a great match. I'm really looking forward to it.
You mind if I go and read off Desario's reasoning?
I was going to say, if you didn't, I would.
So North American men's title, no reason to believe they are taking the belt off of Oba. If they were going to put it on Lee, they would have at the last pay-per-view.
I mean, I feel like that's fair for the most part.
But then we also had the interference from Gallus. And nobody, again, in Wesley's corner, so...
And I will say, I think it is time that Oba drop that title and move on to bigger and better things.
Yes.
He's had a solid showing and run as North American champion.
He has.
He's done really well. He, winning that breakout tournament, really establishing himself as a future star and a future leader of the company. I think this is now, all right, we've trusted you with our secondary title. Mm-hmm. Maybe we can start putting you in faith in that main title run.
Yeah.
At some point in the near future.
Yeah, definitely.
I would love to see it.
I say,
I would love to see it for him.
I say you take the strap off and then you kind of work on building him with, people who have been in that main event title picture, somebody who's, gone for that big title to see how he can overtake them. Even going after some guys that like to come down from the main roster onto NXT. Although we don't necessarily particularly like it, I think it's a way to establish.
It does make sense just because it does help test your waters. Speaking of Obafemi, it's looking like TNA World Champion Moose took to the old Twitter machine.
Because Lord knows you'll call it X ever. Right,
and I enjoy quoting Mr. Bully Ray, because that's what he calls it. Mm-hmm. The old Twitter machine. And not only gave his respects to Oba, but told him, talk to Michael so we can make our one-on-one happen, because I would love... And I don't know about you, but I'd love to see it.
I would too.
That'd be a battle of juggernauts.
That would be...
So much fun.
I'm sorry, what does Tony Khan call it? Meat Fest?
Something like that.
Something like that. Anyways, going into our next match, we have the Women's North American Championship. Kaylani Jordan defends against a good friend of hers, Sol Ruka, who, not last week, but the week before, I believe, had competed against... I'm trying to remember who it was. She had a one-on-one match with somebody to determine who was going to face Kaylani.
Oh, who was it? Because I remember watching that NXT, because I missed this week's, but I remember watching last week's.
Yeah, I don't necessarily remember who it was, But Sol Ruca did pick up the win. And by the looks of everything, here's where we shock Brother Pyro. We are all on Kehlani Jordan's side.
But let's be real, like, it's too soon to take the title off of. Like, she literally just won it.
I agree with that. I just personally feel like she was the wrong choice in that ladder match.
We all do, but let's actually give her time and see where we can establish her as a champion. Give her time. Let's test the waters and actually see how her championship run plays out.
I do personally feel like if this wasn't as early as it was, had the other competitor won in that match, I'd be okay picking Kehlani, because I feel that Sol Ruca would be the perfect person to take it off of her.
Yes.
You know, you've always said it, and it is true in the world of professional wrestling, that best friends make the best enemies.
Oh, they 100% make the best rivals. And actually, that is not a quote that I have said. That is you. Those are your words.
Those are my words?
Those are your words.
Since when are they my words? Okay. Anywho, into our next match.
I would say I quote you quite often when I say it, but that is definitely something you have pointed out.
Yay, I did a thing.
You did. Match 3, a match that I don't even know how we got here.
I do.
To be completely honest.
Take us through the predictions, I'll let you know how we got
JC Jane and Jasmine Nix versus Carmen Petrovic and Ariana Grace. Unanimous, everybody's going JC Jane and Jasmine.
So how we got here is JC Jane has kind of had an issue. JC and Jasmine have kind of had an issue with Carmen Petrovic as of late. And Carmen had walked into Ava's office and demanded a match with them or against one of them, and said that she would find her own partner. And to her unhappiness, Ava said, "Oh yeah, your friend just came in here and now we're going to make it official." And because if you have been paying attention any weeks before, Carmen Petrovic has been wrestling alongside of the boat, Natalia. So she thought Natalia was coming back down to have a match with her, and out pops Ariana Grace, who inserted herself into this. So that's kind of how we got here. Jumping into our next match, I feel that we're going through this super quick, but
we tend to go through our pre-show a lot more quickly than our post-show. We'll have a lot more to dissect at the end of the night when it's all said and done.
NXT Tag Team Championships are on the line. Nathan Frazier and Axiom take on Chase U, as they won the right to this in a tag team turmoil. I was going to say gauntlet because it's the same thing, but they won this, and it will be Duke and Andre representing Chase U. We are almost unanimous in this. Everybody aside from Cauldron picking Chase U, where Cauldron is on the side of Nathan Frazier and Axiom.
I'm going to agree with Desario. Frazier's kind of losing focus on this tag team and these tag titles. He's really going at it, trying to chase this solo success. And I think that distraction, that him not having his eye fully on the prize, is going to be what cost them. But I will say I haven't thoroughly enjoyed this title run.
I have too. It has really shown what these men can do a lot more, since they are kind of in that big spotlight picture. So I'm very excited to see where we go with them losing the titles. Brother Pyro, into our next match, please.
NXT Women's Championship. Roxanne Perez defends against Lola Vice. I don't even know how she actually got this opportunity, by the way.
They were in a tag team match against two members of Metaphor and JC Jane and Jasmine. They picked up the win.
I was going to say, I remember watching that.
Then Roxanne attacked Lola. Lola the next week came out and was like, I wasn't going to do anything, but since you want to lay hands on me, how about we put that title up for grabs, essentially?
Okay, see, I think I may have missed that part because
Yeah.
I usually work Tuesday nights, so I try to pay attention while I'm working. Not always the easiest
Thing to do, no.
thing to do, so I think I may have missed that segment. I remember watching that match the week prior, though.
Yes. So that kind of happened, and then Roxanne got the upper hand yet again on Lola. This past week, they had their formal in-person talking, and Lola got the upper hand on Roxanne. So, our predictions?
Myself and Desario are going Lola Vice. Everybody else is going Roxanne. Why?
I don't think it's time to take it off of her. I think she has, as a heel, more to prove to really kind of establish herself a little more in that heel realm. She is the prodigy, and I mean, she just kind of came off of a successful defense against Jordan Grace.
Dope, but I'm gonna read Desario's reasoning, and then I'm gonna go into my own. Right here, Roxanne in her heel turn has been forced and kind of cringe. The story with Ava has been done one too many times, and I just want it to be done with. And I don't disagree. Roxanne does not work as a heel. Yes, she has a lot to establish and whatever. As a heel, Roxanne shouldn't have never been turned heel. This is not her best work.
The only reason they turned her heel was because Cora Jade got injured at the time that they needed a heel.
And I'm going to say it this way, if you don't put the strap on Lola, what the hell was the point in her beating Shayna in the underground?
I can revert that to another point. What was the point of making her win NXT Breakout Star of the Year tournament only to have her lose when she cashed in the first time?
My point, you're helping me solidify my point.
I don't think they're going to pull the trigger on her because they also had her lose that.
Well, then again, they did the same thing with Roxanne.
Nope.
She
won.
She cashed in her breakout. She lost because Cora Jade cost her.
Cora Jade cost her, but there was no costing in this one.
Still, they wasted that contract. Much like they did with Drew McIntyre last night at Money in the Bank. And with Austin Theory last year.
And a lot of other men.
But anyway, my point being, at this point, you have set up Lola for that win. You have set her up perfectly, and this makes the perfect sense coming off of that tag team title, or that triple threat tag team match in which she did most of the work for. Might I add, watching that match, she really did do most of the work, and Roxanne was just there to pick up the scraps and take the glory. And again, you don't beat the first two-time and longest combined days in Shayna Baszler in a match that really was more Shayna's style.
Because it was weak.
If you don't believe in her, and this is the time to show you believe in Lola Vice, otherwise, what the hell was the point in any of this?
I don't think they're going to pull the trigger. And if they pull the trigger, we see later tonight.
I think it's time, and honestly, I think Roxanne's held on to that title just a little too long at this point.
Well,
my personal opinion.
In my famous words, we shall see.
I was going to say, that is a phrase we love to throw around, you and I.
Yes, definitely. Main event. NXT Championship. Trick Williams defends in a fatal 4-way.
Which initially was one-on-one.
Initially, yes. But tensions grew, egos grew even bigger, and now we have
everybody had a justifiable cause to be in this match.
Yes. Let's talk about who the competitors are. Trick Williams defends against all ego Ethan Page.
Justified reason.
Shawn Spears and Javon Evans. You want to tell the people how we got here?
So, after a successful title defense
against
all ego Ethan Page, there was a battle royal the following NXT. 25 men. Winner gets Trick Williams at Heatwave.
Yes.
Before the match, even as soon as the match started, Ora Mensa attacked Ethan Page.
Yes.
Going through the middle ropes.
Yes, I know.
Causing no actual elimination.
Mm-hmm.
Ethan Page was never eliminated from that battle royal.
Yes. Justifiable.
But declared the winner was
Javon Evans.
Asterisk by that win, because he did not know. Not all men were actually eliminated from that match. What happened later that night? I believe we got Ethan Page versus Javon Evans, in which Ethan Page pinned Javon Evans. Mm-hmm. Or was it Shawn Spears? I don't remember which one of them pinned him. But my point is, Javon went one-on-one, lost that match.
Yes.
And I believe it was Ethan Page. And you set up, because he went to Ava, hey, I never got eliminated. This match should technically still be where I at least should have a chance to face him for that number one contendership.
Yes.
Because I never actually lost my opportunity for it.
Mm-hmm.
Justifiable argument. Post-match, all four men, then I have a scrap, have a scuffle. All four men are laid out.
Title in the middle of
the ring. The following week, we get the argument of Shawn Spears saying, I have also beaten that your number one contender. We fast forward, I think it was a tag team match later on that night. And you see Robert Stone, and I don't remember the other chick that was, what is her name?
I don't know, she's a pretty blonde, let's leave it at that.
Yes. Both trying to make arguments for the two men that aren't in said title match. Mm-hmm. Ava looks at them and is like, I agree. There is solid evidence to support why both men should be in this match.
Yes.
I will upgrade it to a fatal four-way.
Thus we have this.
Thus we have Trick Williams, Ethan Page,
Shawn Spears, and Javon Evans. Do you want to take us through our predictions?
I will let you do that because this is your match to call.
Alrighty. I was going to share this with you, so that's why.
I appreciate it.
Alright. Looking at our predictions, Fatal 4-Way, we are all over the place. You have chosen All Ego, Ethan Page.
He's been screwed out of every opportunity. Let's be real. Going into a NXT Battleground, he was attacked when he walked into the arena.
No, not when he walked into the arena. He was attacked the night before walking into the hotel.
I believe he was also attacked earlier in the day in the arena as well. And then got screwed out of a fair opportunity to compete to become number one contender.
Because he also attacked, Mensa and Noam Dar previous, so I could see them obviously wanting blood.
Yes, but at the same time, he does have a valid point in why he should be there.
Yeah.
And I feel like it would be a really fun move. I love Trick. He's done a great job as champion, but
I think he's too early in NXT to do it.
I don't. And I also think that Trick has proven that, it's time for him to walk away from NXT. I think it's time for the move.
Well, let's get through the rest of the predictions.
Sorry.
Desario chose Shawn Spears. Yes, Desario chose Shawn Spears, formerly known to Flash as
Tiger Ninja.
That is his buddy. That is his number one name because that's how he remembers him. And Desario's reasoning for Shawn Spears?
Should be a good match. I hope they continue to build and cultivate the young talent in NXT by giving the title to a young upstart.
Alright. Whereas Hex and Cauldron chose Trick Williams to retain. And that leaves me in Flash with Javon Evans.
Why?
Piggybacking off of Desario's reasoning, I want them to push the younger talent. I think Javon has the charisma. I think, it's kind of... I think it would be that underdog move. giving it to the one that nobody thinks could pick up that win. I think it would be a big shock, a big surprise. However, I think it would also benefit a lot more to show that we think the younger talent in NXT can prove it and can do it.
But I will also say, like, Javon has literally only been around for about a cup of coffee. Like, I think you need to build him up just a little more to get before you give him that opportunity. Do I see him as a future champion? In NXT, absolutely. Do I think it's right now? No.
Well, I also could make the same argument about Ethan Page in NXT. He's been around for a cup of coffee. He literally came in, had 2 weeks on NXT, not even, because he came in at the end of one episode, had 1 full day in NXT, and already earned a title match. Javon outlasted 25 men, technically, because he did start in the ring. Evan Ego did start in the ring.
And was never eliminated.
No. But Javon Evans outlasted 24 men then.
23.
I discounted Ethan Page.
It was 25 total, including Ethan Page. So, yes, that would have been 24.
Yes. He outlasted 23 men, whatever, to earn this opportunity. He's proven that he can do it.
Again, I think it's...
And whereas Desario goes and says, Shawn Spears, because it's time to put out younger talent, he's been here before.
And they did nothing with him. That's why I couldn't agree with him.
No.
But also, I'm going to put it this way. Wait. I'm not even talking just in NXT for a cup of coffee. Javon Evans has been part of the wrestling world for a cup of coffee. Ethan Page has at least established himself a little bit more. He's been around a little longer. I think Ethan Page, with the character, with the gimmick, with the ability, I think he would benefit himself, and I think it would be a benefit to the company if he was the one outside of it, if it was him to be crowned new champion if Trick does not retain. I think you still need to do a lot of work with Javon, and I think Shawn Spears people are still trying to figure out how they feel about him, because again, he was known as one gimmick for so long. He jumped ship.
Yeah.
Was there one gimmick, was 3 different gimmicks at one point. And then for him to come back under a new moniker, your fans are still getting reacclimated, or relearning who this new version of him is. So Shawn Spears gets eliminated from the equation.
Yeah.
Javon, you can make a case for down the road, but tonight is not his night. I love the man.
Then let me ask you this: and I know how you feel about the person that I'm going to bring up, but it goes with the Javon case. What do you say for Kalani Jordan holding a title this early?
I said it was a bad idea.
I know. But you could put the same thing on him and see where it goes. Like they did
I could make this argument. I could see it being more justified for him winning if it was the North American title. But it is your main title.
Well, if they had him get a number 1 contendership, they obviously see something in him.
I see him being a star. I see him eventually being the face of NXT once he's got the work behind him. And I'm not saying, wait 3 years. Hell, I can see him being that guy in a few months. Mm-hmm. I don't see it being tonight.
We'll have to wait and see.
Yes.
Won't we?
Yes. I'm excited because that man's going to perform very well. His athleticism is absolutely
How about
insane.
this? If Ethan Page wins tonight, takes the title off of Trick, I'll give you your flowers.
And here's the thing is, I don't even see Trick getting pinned to lose the title if he does.
No, I just say in general, whoever he pins in the match that technically takes the title away from Trick.
Yes.
I'll give you your flowers.
Alright, and I will do the same.
Okay.
I will do the same. If Javon were to win tonight's match,
mm-hmm.
I will openly admit I was wrong. I was wrong about him.
Mm-hmm.
I will I will give you the flowers and him his flowers and respect that he deserves as well.
And I will do the same.
I'm not trying to take anything away
No.
from him as is now.
You just think it's too early,
I think it's too early for the main title. North American Championship right now would be perfect. And honestly, that is a match, assuming Wesley wins tonight, that is a match I definitely want to see one-on-one. Mm-hmm. Wesley and Javon Evans, because that is going to be an absolute highlight reel.
It definitely will be. Especially if we still had Mr. Ricochet with us.
Oh my god.
Could you imagine Ricochet, Wesley, Javon Evans, and I'll throw another name in that you love, Carmelo Hayes, all fighting for that title?
Yo, that four-way would be insane.
That would be a human highlight reel.
Alright, because I brought up the North American and you brought up Ricochet, I want to point out something as of like last week.
Yes.
No members from the original ladder match to crown the inaugural NXT North American Champion
Chip.
are in that company or within the WWE company anymore.
Yeah, I know, it's sad.
That is insane to me. Because that just happened like 6 years ago.
Yeah. I know. So before we end this, we've had this for a little while, but I did want to bring it up and kind of announce to everyone here that we pretty much have started this once you made your return. With the website that we go through to put this out to you guys, our Buzzsprout website, we are able to now take in fan mail. So if you ever go to the Buzzsprout website, or
link in the bio of our Twitter,
or you go, however you listen to us, if you ever track to the Buzzsprout website, you are able to actually write us fan mail, and we're able to get it.
If you would like other ways to do that, again, you can DM us personally on our Twitter. I have public DMs open on our TikTok page.
Yep. We can be DM'd on our Instagram page, which are all linked, again, down below.
And, like, the links to who Buzzsprout is in the bio to all of those socials.
Yes.
So if at any point you want to, hit us with a, hey, like the show, or hey, can you guys, talk about this on one of your whatever, let us know. We want to hear from you guys because your opinions matter to us.
And if anything safety-wise is an issue, it is completely anonymous unless you leave a name with it. It does pop up on normal cellular devices and or on computers as a normal like email or text message. So we're able to get it, and then it comes in through our Buzzsprout saying, hey, you have fan mail, essentially. So nothing is provided unless you provide it to us on who you are.
And if you want us to give you that shout out on the podcast, we will.
Yeah.
We'll definitely start reading some of the fan mail on the podcast.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I think we should, once those start coming in, I would love maybe a couple episodes a month, make an episode of the podcast. Once a month or so.
Yeah.
And, read some of the fan mail. Again, we won't address you unless you say that you are okay with it.
Yeah.
All names are going to be
confidential,
just between myself and Twisted. But, like I said, we want to hear from you guys. Continue to show us the support. Let us know what we're doing right. Let us know where you feel like we can improve.
We're always open to any type of suggestions, whether it be, normal criticism, harsh criticism. We are open to
just make it constructive
everything.
and don't be disrespectful.
Yeah, definitely. If it is disrespectful, it will get deleted and it will get ignored if it pops up again. Essentially.
But yeah, dude, we want to hear from you guys.
Yeah.
So
we love our fan base. We love that you guys consistently sit here and listen to us.
They've helped us through 3 seasons.
3 seasons, and I mean, we even have. We've said it before, we have our consistent listeners in Germany. We've had some in Australia lately.
I want to point out that there is one really dedicated person that sat there and listened through 80 episodes in one hit.
Yes.
I think, within a weekend, they listened to 83 episodes?
80 episodes we got hit.
In one straight shot. So,
thank you.
First off, thank you. I appreciate the dedication. I don't know who you are, but, as soon as you hear this, please, Like, send us the fan mail, send us the DM so we can properly address you and give you your flowers and thanks, because
that's impressive.
We appreciate that.
Yeah.
I know I have a lot of patience to binge watch and listen to a lot of things.
Yeah.
But I will never say I am that dedicated to in one sitting.
Yeah. Essentially, yeah. One sitting, one day, how it pops up. Yeah. 80 listeners on that one day. They listened all the way from our start till, I want to say they had about seven podcasts or 7 episodes that they missed in that one span. So, and just to like...
Oh, you got to listen to the cringe of it all to start.
To listen to like how far we've come, and me and Hex were actually talking about this on her last recap episode. To hear how far she's even come in just the last couple episodes, from how she was at first that timid person coming on and only having that one match because she didn't know how she was going to do, to listen to us come from, hey,
to
we
her
have to read off of a
full episode.
Right. To having to come off of scripts written 3 days in advance to what we are now.
Where we're just, here's our prediction, let's just talk about it.
Yeah, let's just sit there, let's talk, let's ramble, let's have our rants that you have. Let's get into the nitty-gritty of things. You know, it's very shocking to hear how far we've come. But
I'm enjoying everything about this.
Yes.
Again, enjoying everything about y'all.
Thank you again.
Thank you, Mr. or Mrs. 83 episodes.
Yeah, thank you,
listener. That is how you will be referred to right now, is Captain 83. Captain 83. I'm trying to be kind of politically correct, gender neutral. I think Captain is a...
There you go. But again, thank you. Please drop, in the DMs, drop in the fan mail. We'd love to hear from you guys, even if it's just a hi, I love the podcast, something small. We'd love to hear from you guys.
Shoot, let us know who your favorite member of the podcast is.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That'd
We've had everybody on here aside from Cauldron's voice.
Yeah, Cauldron I think is the...
He's been on the TikTok, but he hasn't been here.
He hasn't really been part of...
Not yet. Hey, who knows? Maybe their favorite member's Baby Crossroads.
Right, like Baby Crossroads, I cannot wait for him to actually put together sentences so we can bring him up. Kid Crossroads is going to be fun to deal with.
Me and Brother Pyro were actually talking right before this, and we were joking around. Brother Pyro's idea was to see what name Baby Crossroads reacted to better, and with the main event, he actually lit up for Shawn Spears, so that's going to be his guest for tonight.
Like,
so he'll be with Desario.
I think I want to do that for the next show.
Yeah.
Like, we're going to read him names.
And see what he likes.
And whichever one he reacts to the most is the one that we write down as his prediction. Because that would be really fun.
That would be. Definitely. So, again, we can't wait to hear from you guys eventually, if we do. We love you all. Thank you for listening. That concludes NXT Heatwave.
Pre-show.
Our pre-show.
We will
be back for the recap.
Enjoy the show.
Enjoy the weekend. And we hope you had a great and wonderful 4th of July.
Boom.
Laters.